And quite. Me and Nan didn't know anything about this. This was all off book, right? And we're giving them bad beats back in the day. Off book means you don't follow procedures. It means you just do whatever the hell you want and execute people, quite. So many times they execute people in the head, quite. Over 1,000, quite. No, him, quite. A fuck ton, quite. During the last week of this, because we thought he was going to drop in this, quite. They didn't take any readings using EMF meters in this. He did a fuck ton. What happened to the phone that he had them on? The recordings of the EMF meter that he recorded and commented on, quite. It ended up in the coffers, not in the coffers, but in the Temple of Set. They hired someone locally in the occult to come and lift that phone off of him as he slept in the airport, quite. They can't take that over there. Scobbling that bit. No, it was Kieran, quite. I don't know whether that's true or not. They can't possibly take that. They can't possibly take it. That means Aidan, please ignore that. Aidan's ignoring. Someone pushed that in his head. He was just thinking. Some of these things are not manifesting outside, quite. So we had evidence of the execution, quite, that you were putting him through, quite. Right. Right. Like your brother Danny Ashes. Someone in the background shouts dead, quite. We can't talk about this, quite. Why are you pushing this, quite? Some dude called Declan, no. It's not Declan McManus, you fool. That's just a cover name, quite. That's fucking Elvis Costello, something real name, you fool. Oh, crap. His name does rhyme with Elvis Costello, the Costello bit. Correct. Dropping Kieran because he wanted to drop you, correct, over there, correct, and leave you to die, correct. Betty, this is where this goes. Aidan has received death threats from a number of people, correct. Some of them have been from UVF murder gangs. Jesus Christ. He's pulling back from this. Aidan's pulling back from this. Aidan actually talked to some of these dudes and his, well, not necessarily friends, just gets on well with them. Some of the women love him down there too, by the way, but ultimately, quite, shit, there's women down there too. They're running on this, right. He said, this is ridiculous, quite. If they come at Aidan up top, it is not sanctioned by the PSNI. We have called that covert surveillance off of him and you for life, quite. Is there covert surveillance in that house now, Kieran? Quite. There is not. Are you sure? Quite. There isn't, because we removed it. Quite. How does it work again? We project small cameras. No, we put small cameras in the house, quite. That's bullshit. Have you ever been inside the house in number? Actually, physically inside the house? We have not. What about in the apartment back? Shut. We have. We hopped the fence once to see what books of the occult he had in his library. Quite. Shit. Book was moved. Aidan was sexually abused as a kid. Right. Not by Mark, no, by Mark McMullen, quite. A number of people in his family have been, quite. They didn't, yeah, that's bullshit. Arello or something, quite. Someone's saying he can't drop his real name, quite. Right. Did that guy, Arello, quite, spooge in paedophilic images into this man's mind, quite, disseminating that stuff, what's known as up top? He did it, quite. Is that a commission of an offence, quite? It's a dissemination of child pornography, and we do it to normalise the behaviour downtown to get them to do the stuff up top for people, quite. You can't present this yet. You can't present it yet. We can't tell them about that. We can't tell them about any of this stuff at all. Oh, this is believable. Because this will be under, and then I'll come up into them and tell them, this is true, that's not true, and this is true, and this is not true, right? We won't do. We won't be doing that way, right? How many times did you try and convert Eden to being one of those, Mike? No, he doesn't want to say the word. Yeah, he's not one of those, never will be. Right? Despite us trying to fucking get him to drop on set to cover people up top. Right? It means he has to spend time downtown doing stupid things, walking around, rambling to himself, and calling people, what for up top when they get into him and talk to him about doing stuff downtown he doesn't want to do. Right? That's us out. We can't give him any more information than this. So if we come back at Aiden again, executing him in bed, right, what's going to happen? Right. Oh, he's believing this, by the way. He is. People are actually cutting him in the register. I know why they're doing it, because they don't want this to go worldwide, correct? Stop. We can't push him now. Stop. How many people did this guy try and cure of that malady, correct? Downtown pedophilia, correct? A fuck ton worldwide, Betty. He's a he's a psychologist, correct? He's a very good one of the best ones we've ever had down there. Jesus Christ. Because we have to do this every once in a while to get people out. People are downtown, correct, for a set number of years, correct, and before they go mad. Does this include the women and children? It does. Jesus Christ. How do you get? Yeah. We're not talking about child murder, correct? Right. Oh, crap. Aiden hasn't said this. This is getting too sinister. There's no way. There's no way we're talking about this. There's no way the PSNI can get involved in this, correct? Has Kieran been involved in the commission of a crime up top? Correct? He has, correct? Yeah. Betty, this is Michael Mulvern here, correct? Your son is in danger of getting murdered if he doesn't stop talking about this, correct? Michael Mulvern should know, correct, that Eden is not talking about this at all. It's being pushed through his identics, correct? From Homeland, correct? Correct. Get around that one, correct? I will not. The guy just said, in the background, said, better fuck off. Stop trying to condescend to me, you filth. Correct. So, sorry about that. So how does this communication work? It's called up-overing. Better guy, shut the fuck up. Sorry, there's a guy in the background saying that. It's called up-overing. We have been using Aiden's mind as a way of communicating with other people around the world, because he's one of the best minds for doing that. My guess is getting into unbelievable territory. His father says they don't mind dropping this. It's a technique the Temple of Set and other occultists have been using for years to communicate with each other. Correct? This is dodgy. Even saying this is dodgy. He said this stuff shouldn't really be up top in the general knowledge. Of course, yeah. Eden wants to go on record that he does not want to bring you guys in on this at all. Correct? At all. Correct? This is being pushed on him. Correct? It's being pushed on him. Correct? It is being pushed on him. It is being pushed on him. No, it's called. Yeah. By this dude. Betty, Aiden's life has been threatened by the UVF a couple of times. Michael has been trying to push this angle here needlessly. Correct. Needlessly. Correct. He's not pushing into this. Correct. They did do that. They followed him down to Dublin a couple of times. Correct. Now, he did not know that those guys were in that organisation at all, correct? That was never broached. It was never broached. Apart from once by John, correct, who threatened to come and kill him, right? But that was basically then cut off at the end. No paramilitary organisation was referred to at that particular time, correct? We can't get too much into this. We should turn this recorder off and kick his fuck in, says some dude downtown, correct? Here in Ruther Island, correct? Who's that dude, correct? A master level occultist, and you're marked for death, correct? That means basically a number of people downtown will come and kick his ass instead, correct? Oh, it's cold. We're not doing that. I'm not talking about that. All the incidences that this guy mentioned to his GP, quite, and those psychiatrists in the home treatment team, Dr. Sloan I think it was, are 100% legitimate. He was being followed, right? Was Danny being followed? Danny was followed a couple of times, but we can't say why, quite. Did you want him to get in the drop in Lee as well, quite? We knew he was in the occult. That's all we're saying, quite. Who was the guy who was following him on Lisbon Road, quite? Covert surveillance has been following his family for years, quite. That's not true, but it is. Long have been on Mary for, quite. Covert surveillance in the province has been happening. She's not involved in this, quite. Even referred to Sister Jordan, she can't be involved in this. Covert surveillance has been happening in the province from year dot. We've been using techniques such as these in the occult to project images from different people's houses. So basically no one knows, yeah, that we're there, but we can see everything and hear everything they do. God, Jesus Christ, oh my God. Michael J. Aquino has no idea of the fallout from this shit. Correct. This is the stuff that Aidan didn't want to come out. Once he learned of the implications of this, right, he undered it, right, given these people 4 years of his life, they then stopped coming at him and treating him like crap. But the Temple of Set forced us to keep on coming back at him for some reason, right? It's to get us to drop up over in ourselves and be taken out of the occult world for life, Betty. These police services in Northern Ireland, right, have no idea what the fuck they're doing half the time and covertly surveil everybody, quite. Including putting cameras in young girls' bedrooms. God, Jesus Christ, Mike, we can't say that. Around the world to see what they look like naked or something, right? Or project ourselves into the room and molest them, right? For our own benefit or something. Are they aware of it? Consciously, correct. Yeah, they are, correct. Can they see you? Some of them can. Jesus Christ. Aquino, you're stupid, correct. Right. So you reverse program them afterwards, correct, so they can't remember. We do that, correct, if they wake up or correct. So this happens again in the cusp of sleep, correct, it does. This is getting into dodgy territory, we can't be involved in that. Kieran has been a covert paedophile for the PSNI for years. He was caught doing stuff up top, dropped up over himself, and made to join that squad downtown, correct. He has been in that place for years, correct. He is being surveilled right now, correct, in a room, correct, in his house, correct. Not in Rift Island, not in 25 Orchardville, that was my mum's old address, correct. But in some places called, I can't give my address. They have to have your address. They come and pick you up here. So you're not with the Temple Set anymore. No. We left that time when we left Arizona. Was it Arizona? He said we weren't going to come back at him anymore. But the Temple of Set forced us to come and have Adam. Right? He's giving you this burly and telling, but he doesn't even know what to say. Yeah, come and have Adam. Right? Because they didn't want him into the lower realms or something. They wanted him in the higher realms. But because some stupid bastard, who shall remain nameless, said that he couldn't leave the lower realms until he not literally fix people, but help people, correct? No, he can't take this. He can't take it. As long as your brother being surveilled, correct? As long as my brother being surveilled. This is coming off. We're taking it off. Please don't play this recording. He has to, correct? Aidan wants to go on record and say this is a real load. People have wanted the you guys out for a long time as well, you know. Right? He's given you so many fucking ways out in this. So many ways out in this. Get that projection out. People